What is up, you guys? Jake here from Adventure in Time. I might be talking a little bit quieter than normal right now, so you might have to turn up your volume a little bit. But it is 3 in the morning, which normally wouldn't be too big a video, but, like, my parents are sleeping and stuff, but that normally wouldn't be a big deal. But I'm doing this from my bedroom right now, which is right down the hall from their room. I normally do them in the living room where I can talk a little bit louder, but, so I might be a little bit quiet right now. I tried to close every door between my room and theirs, and so I think I quieted it down a little bit, but I still got to be sort of quiet. In this video, I got a nice long gameplay on Drop Zone using the FAD, which, if you haven't heard, they just like buffed up, and it's really good now. I used it on Drop Zone, got a pretty good game, and I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. But I got a long game. I got more of a serious matter than normal to talk about, and that is Raw Instinct. Now, you might click on this video thinking it's a bunch of evidence on why I'm against Raw Instinct, but that's not true. I'm actually, like, supporting Raw Instinct in this whole thing that's going on. Now, in case you're sort of oblivious to what's going on, is suddenly pretty much everybody online on YouTube who follows Call of Duty and stuff is suddenly freaking out on a commentator called Raw Instinct, who I'm actually subscribed to, and I enjoy his videos. They all say he copies people. They all say he gets his info and everything else from T. Martin and a couple other people. And I don't agree with anybody who's randomly freaking out on him all of a sudden. Yeah, he does do similar videos. Yeah, he does have a similar thumbnail. But that's because he's a tips and tricks channel. So is T. Martin, so is all these other tips and tricks channels. And there are only so many tips and stuff you can do. And everybody's like, you're only getting all your ideas and info from T. Martin. And sure, he might be using some of T. Martin's ideas, but I don't think he's completely downright copying him. I've done it. A lot of his subscribers have done it. You comment on his videos what you want him to do a tip of, whether it's comparing two weapons, or doing a breakdown of weapons, or saying what his favorite weapon in a certain category is, or all this stuff, or saying tips on how to do certain things, and that's what he'll do. He's actually just listening to the comments and listening to the private messages he gets on what videos he should do. And everybody's taking this completely the wrong way, saying he's copying T. Martin. And a lot of commentators are bashing out on him for it. Even one of my internet idols, White Boy 7th Street, who I love, did a whole video saying that that's like the worst crime in the gaming community. I think he said where Raw Instinct was quote unquote copying T. Martin. But I'm gonna support Raw Instinct on this because he's just doing what his channel's made for, which is just tips and tricks. I haven't seen any video response from T. Martin about it, or Raw Instinct, I meant. I'm waiting to see what he has to say, but he's lost. Last time I checked, he was down over 10,000 subscribers, just from people like White Boy, I'm saying a lot, because, I don't know, I'm trying to get out all I want to say. But he's lost about 10,000 subscribers from people like White Boy suddenly lashing out on him. And you can type in Raw Instinct copy or something on YouTube search, and you'll get a bunch of videos. There's someone, I can't remember his name right now off the top of my head. It was like I Fly. Some of you guys have probably heard of him. And he did a video with a whole bunch of evidence that Raw Instinct copies people, including tips. He thinks that just because Raw Instinct gave a couple of the same tips he did, Raw Instinct's copying him. And then he showed a whole Skype conversation between him and Raw Instinct about the matter. And Max or Raw said, like I didn't mean to, I'm just doing what my subscribers asked me to, and I'll do a shout out for your channel if that'll make it up for you. And this iFly guy took it completely the wrong way, thinking he's guilty or something, but I don't think that's right. And yeah, Max did promise a shout out that he never did do, which I wish that he would have. And he did say he would do a couple things that he never ended up doing, but that's not even the matter. That's not even the point that I'm talking about this right now. I just think that people need to really get off his back, even though I don't expect this video to get more than 50 views, but so it's not going to make like any sort of difference. I even expect it to get a lot of dislikes because most people are against me on this. Most people think Raw Instinct's a copy or a cheat or a liar and all this stuff, when all he's doing is trying to help people, and I think he does a pretty good job. He does different videos from Team Art. He does different videos and different tips from anybody else. He does breakdowns of guns that people asked. Like, he did one video, the RSASS versus the Dragunov, which sniper is the worst one to use or something. I actually saw a bunch of comments saying compare those two sniper rifles, or say what's the worst sniper to use, and that's what he did. And everybody's like, oh, you must just be copying other commentators, which like I've said so many times, and I'm going to keep saying it, I don't think is what he's doing. I tried to get a long video to say anything I had to say about it on here, so that's what I'm doing, and I'm talking way faster than I meant to. I've already gone through everything that I meant to say, but I'm sure I can think of some more stuff. The one guy, that iFly guy, said at the time he was a really small channel when Modern Warfare 3 first came out, and he did a thing called Pro Tip of the Day, where he would just do a random tip, a short tip, that, like, something like how you can level up fast using recon drone and stuff. Then so many months later, Max did the same video, and he's just doing like the stupidest thing, saying on how Max copied him. Like, they both use the recon drone on Dome, so that means Max copied him. I don't think that's true. It's because most of those tests you do on Dome, it's the smallest map, it's the easiest map. It's like one of the better known maps, it's easier to figure out. So people are just like trying to accuse him of anything they can possibly accuse him of. I've gone on so many YouTube videos, and like people are saying like, oh, Max is gonna copy this, or RawInstinct's gonna copy this, and all this stuff. And it's really starting to get old really fast. He's just trying to make a living, or trying to make some money off doing one of his hobbies, which is video gaming, and in the meantime, helping other people with video games. And he's helped me. He's helped me find some guns that I probably wouldn't have used. I just got my 14th gold gun today. Well, actually, no, I didn't end up getting it, but I came close. And I don't think I would have had all 14 of these if it wasn't for Max, who, like, pretty much recommended guns that I wouldn't have used. I find his breakdowns very informative and very helpful, and I've used perks and proficiencies and stuff that I wouldn't have used if it wasn't for Max. And don't get me wrong, it's not like I'm trying to hate on Team Art either, saying that like he's falsely accusing Max. I think he is falsely accusing Max, but I'm also a happy subscriber of Team Art, and I also watch all of Team Art's videos. I also watch all these other people's videos, except for this iFly guy. I don't like him very much. But it's not like I'm trying to hate Team Art and say, like, you're being stupid for, whatever, for thinking Max is copying you. I really don't think Max is copying him, more than he has to. And I also think that, people are taking this whole copying thing, like, too far. If he did the exact same video, and then took all the credit saying it was his own work, every single video, that'd be a little bit different stuff. But, like, White Boy just uploaded a video a couple days ago of how he got started into Call of Duty and stuff. And then maybe, like, 3-4 days later, I did a similar video about how I got started into Call of Duty. You should check that out. I just uploaded that yesterday, I think. That doesn't mean I'm copying him. It just means that I found a similar topic to do something on. Doesn't mean that I copied him. I think copying him would be more like, he even talked about in one of his videos, copying isn't doing a similar video. Copying is like doing everything exactly the same as him. Like he said, but he said if somebody goes into a high roller live and starts trolling people by calling gypsies and stuff like that, which is like White Boy's word, that's copying him. Which, yeah, that's right. But if I'm just doing a similar video to anybody else because I like their idea and I'm trying to, because I look up to White Boy, I respect him, and I think that he's a great commentator, and I like how successful he's gotten, and I think he's inspirational. So if I do a video that goes over well-received on White Boy's channel, and I do a video similar to that, thinking it might be well-received on mine, doesn't mean I'm copying him. It just means that people like videos like that, so why shouldn't I do one like that? This video just has a couple minutes left by the looks of it. I've been playing a lot of Drop Zone now, pretty much off the copying topic, because I got pretty much all I can think of out, but, I've been playing a lot of Drop Zone lately. It's a really good game if you just cover the objective and help out your teammates and stuff. It's fun. I say go ahead and, play it if you haven't played it much already. But, I'm gonna thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later.